Hello everyone, this is Little Black Dragon, and you're watching Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Dwarven Commoner Edition. Last we left off, we had convinced Owen and Mr. Gwyn to help us in the fight, and in our very last installment, we had finished investigating the tavern, convincing Lloyd to fight while Bella serves the militia free ale. So, the last thing we need to do is talk with Ser Perth and see if the knights who returned from the quest for the Urn of Sacred Ashes need anything. So let's do that. Hello, Ser Perth. How may I be of service to you?
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit I am unfamiliar with addressing a dwarf of your station. I do not wish to be rude.
Well, call me whatever you would call a human.
Please take no offense then, my good woman, for I meant none. I am Ser Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there anything I can do to help you?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Alright. Before I go, I have some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Well, tell me about what's happened here.
You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop, and I don't believe we will be enough.
Tell me about the quest for the Sacred Urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what is the Jarl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Jarl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
All right, carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
All right. Let's go talk to Mother Hannah about this holy protection. Now, being a dwarf, I'm not so sure if there actually is such a thing as this holy protection, but could be. I mean, anything's possible, right? Alright. So I guess pretty much that's all we need to do, and then we're ready for the zombie attack!
So, you're female, Liliana, right?
I am? That's news. When did that happen?
I just wanted some advice. What should I do if I think a woman is special and...
You want to woo her? Here's a good tip. You shouldn't question her about her femaleness.
All right, yes, good point.
Why'd you ask? Are you afraid things will not proceed naturally?
Why would they? Especially when I do things like ask women if they're female.
It adds to your charm, Alistair. You're a little awkward. It is endearing.
So I should be awkward. Didn't you just say not to do things like that?
Just be yourself. You do know how to do that, don't you?
All right, forget I asked.
Oh, that's so adorable! Oh, so Alistair likes somebody now. Ooh! I think that's so adorable. Aww. Yeah, I really shouldn't ask women if they're female. No, Alistair, you really shouldn't, but it's still kind of adorable, too. Just saying. So, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were heading back to the Chantry. Because reasons. Yep, here we are saying, you know, because reasons as our justification again. Because reasons! I mean, it's such a logical justification. Oh, but first. Caitlin, how are you and Bevan doing?
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Oh. About the sword I found in your home.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Perhaps I could pay you something for it?
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan? I couldn't ask you for money.
It's a very valuable sword. Here, I'll give you 500 silver for it. Just take it.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Alright, and we got some approval points from Liliana and Wynne. Heck yeah. Because I'm a nice person at heart. I really am. Alright. Mother Hannah, I must beseech you a request.
You are of dwarven blood and a stranger amongst us, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
I can't stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
Surely this cannot be the entire village. These few are all who are left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just how safe is this chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, Have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
I will. Speaking of which, Ser Perth needs holy protection for his knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Ser Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Ser Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But what if they think it helps them?
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Ser Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
I will. Well, I'd agree with Mother Hannah most of the time, but, yeah, we kind of need all the morale we can get right now. And I think I kind of like her, you know? She cares about helping people and is like, yeah, we're happy to have your help. Rock on. I appreciate that. I really do. So I guess that's really all that's left. So I guess what we should do is head back up to the windmill. Tell Ser Perth he can have his silver cast holy symbols. And then, next episode, the zombie invasion! Will we be able to fend it off? That is the question. Alright, Ser Perth, I have something for you.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. Would those do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it would actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Well, then I guess that's it then. Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Awesome sauce. Oh no, Liliana disapproves. Well, Liliana, think of it this way. We're doing it for the good of the men. Because morale. Because reasons. What? You don't believe in because reasons, Liliana? Oh well. It was counteracted by the fact that we gave money for helping Bevan and Caitlin, so I guess we're alright. We're just about out of time here, folks, so I'm gonna save and I'll cut the video off here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, whatever suits your fancy, and thanks for choosing Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Dwarven Commoner Edition. I'll see you on the next episode, folks, where the zombie invasion happens! See you then.